Good morning students. Due to this pandemic of COVID-19, we cannot start the school, but we don't want to miss your education. So we are teaching through this channel. I, Rajeshwari Shirkanhalli, welcome you to Nagesh Karasgi Orchid School. Today we are going to see Chapter 3, Synthetic Fibers and Plastics. So in this chapter, we are going to see these all important concepts. So important sections in the chapter. What are synthetic fibers? Then types of synthetic fibers. Characteristics of synthetic fibers. Plastics. Plastics as materials of choice. And at last, plastics and the environment. So let us start with the first concept, that is about fibers. So the clothes which we wear are made of fabrics. So we wear different type of clothes and all these clothes are made of fabrics. Now what are fabrics? These fabrics are actually made from fibers obtained from natural or artificial sources. So there are two types of the fibers. Some are natural fibers and some are artificial fibers. So fabrics made from fibers obtained from natural or artificial sources. Now the fibers made from natural sources are called as natural fibers. So these are the fibers which are made from natural sources. Names of some natural fibers are cotton, wool, silk, etc. So you have already learnt about this wool and silk in your lower classes. Now fibers made from artificial sources are called as synthetic fibers. So these are not obtained from natural sources, these are made by man. That's why they are also called as man-made fibers. Now names of some synthetic fibers are rayon, nylon, polyester, etc. So in this chapter we are going to see the synthetic fibers. Now let us see what are synthetic fibers. A synthetic fiber is actually a chain of small units which are joined together, like beads joined together with the help of a thread in the necklace. You can see here a necklace is shown in which there are different beads. All these beads are joined together with the help of a thread. In the same way, a number of paper clips joined to make a long chain. So here in this figure you can find a long chain of paper clips. They all are joined together to form a long chain. A synthetic fiber is also a chain of small units joined. Now let us see what is a polymer. As I have told that a synthetic fiber is a long chain of small units. So these small units are joined together to form a synthetic fiber. Now these small units are nothing but monomers. So a single unit is called a monomer. Each small unit is actually a chemical substance, means each monomer is a chemical substance. Now many such small units combine to form a large single unit called as polymer. So many monomers combine and they form polymer. Now this word polymer is actually poly plus mer. So the meaning of poly means many and the meaning of mer means units or parts. That means polymer is consisting of many units or many parts. Now let us see the different types of synthetic fibers. So in this chapter you are going to learn about these 4 synthetic fibers. Actually there are many synthetic fibers, but in this chapter we are going to see about the main 4 synthetic fibers. They are rayon, nylon, polyester and acrylic. So let us see one by one. The first one is rayon. Rayon is a synthetic fiber. Rayon has properties similar to that of silk. Silk is first discovered in China. As you know that silk is very costly, but rayon has properties similar to that of silk, but it is not costly like silk. It is cheaper than silk. So this rayon is obtained by chemical treatment of wood pulp. So how the rayon is made? Wood pulp is taken and some chemical treatment is done on the wood pulp to get rayon. So the another name for rayon is artificial silk. So as I have told that rayon has properties similar to that of silk, that's why rayon is also called as artificial silk. Now although it is obtained from a natural source, that is the wood pulp. So here rayon is formed by a natural source, that is wood pulp, yet it is a man-made fiber. As some chemical treatment is done on the wood pulp, so rayon is called as a man-made fiber. It is cheaper than silk and can be woven like silk fibers. So rayon is cheaper than silk and rayon can be woven like silk fibers. It can be also dyed in a wide variety of colors. A dye means a permanent color. So different colors are added to the rayon to get a wide variety of colors. It is mixed with cotton to make bed sheets. So nowadays whatever the bed sheets we get, they are actually a mixture of cotton and rayon. Similarly, rayon is also mixed with wool to make carpets. So these are some of the articles made of rayon. You can see here there is a carpet which is a mixture of wool and rayon. Then this is a shawl which is a mixture of cotton and rayon. This is a bed sheet. Again this is a mixture of cotton and rayon. So this is about rayon. What we have seen, this is the first synthetic fiber. It has properties similar to that of silk, that's why it is called as artificial silk. It is made from wood pulp which is a natural source, but still it is called as artificial or synthetic fiber as it is made by man. By doing some chemical treatment, different colors are added to it and different other fabrics are mixed with it to get bed sheets or carpets. Now after seeing rayon, let us see the next synthetic fiber, that is nylon. So nylon was made without using any raw material. We have seen that in the rayon, wood pulp was a natural source, but here nylon was made without using any plant source or animal source. So it is completely a synthetic fiber. It was prepared from coal, water and air. So, in this no any natural source from plant or animal is used. It is prepared from coal, water and air. It was the first fully synthetic fiber. So, as in this there is no plant or animal source, it was the first fully synthetic fiber. Now, let us see the properties of nylon. The first property is nylon is very strong. It is elastic also. It is light in weight. So, the weight of nylon is very less. It is lustrous. Lustrous means it has a shine, it has a luster. Then nylon fabrics are easy to wash. And as I have told that nylon is very strong, so its thread is even stronger than a steel wire. So, these are some of the properties of nylon. First of all, it is strong, elastic, light in weight and lustrous. It is easy to wash and a nylon thread is stronger than a steel wire. Now, let us see some of the uses of nylon. We use many articles made from nylon, such as nylon is used in making socks, ropes, tents, the bristles of toothbrushes, then car seat belts, sleeping bags, curtains, etc. So, here the list is not ending. You can add many more items in this list. That means nylon has wide applications. So, these are some of the articles made from nylon. You can see here this is a sock which is made from nylon. This is a rope. Then this is a toothbrush whose bristles are made by nylon, and this is a curtain. So, many articles are there which are made from nylon. Now, let us see some important uses of nylon. As we have just seen that nylon is very strong. Its thread is even stronger than a steel wire. Therefore, it is used for making parachutes and ropes for rock climbing. So, here in this first picture you can see the parachute, and whereas here a mountaineer who is doing rock climbing. So, in these cases nylon is used as it is very strong. Now, after seeing about nylon, the third synthetic fiber is polyester. So, let us see about polyester. Fabric made from this fiber does not get wrinkled easily. So, if you use the fabric which is made from polyester, it does not get wrinkled easily. That means it does not require any special maintenance. So, ironing the clothes is not at all required. It remains crisp and it is very easy to wash. So, we can wash polyester clothes very easily. It remains crisp, it does not get wrinkled. So, no special maintenance is required for polyester clothes. So, it is quite suitable for making dress material. So, you can find dress materials in the shops which are made from polyester. Now, terylene is one example of polyester which is very popular. So, terylene is a popular polyester. Terylene can be drawn into fine fibers. So, we find fibers of terylene. So, polyester is a fabric made from such a fiber which doesn't get wrinkled easily. It remains crisp and very easy to wash. It is suitable for making dress material. Terylene is a popular polyester which can be drawn into fine fibers. So, because of this, polyester is quite durable. Now, PET, which is nothing but polyethylene terephthalate. So, this 3 letters PET makes PET. PET bottles are very familiar to everyone. Now, this PET, that is polyethylene terephthalate, is a familiar form of polyester. It is used for making bottles, utensils, films, wires and many other useful products. You can see here these bottles which all of you use, isn't it? These are PET bottles. In short, we call them as PET bottles. So, these are nothing but polyethylene terephthalate bottles, which is a form of polyester. Now, let us see some other fabrics which are made by polyester. Some fabrics are made by mixing 2 types of fibers. So, along with the polyester, some other fiber is mixed and some special fabrics are made. One example is polycot. So, as the name suggests, it is the mixture of polyester and cotton. So, here in this word polycot, poly stands for polyester and cot stands for cotton. So, polycot is a mixture of polyester and cotton. The next example is polywool. So, again as the name suggests, it is a mixture of polyester and wool. Next one is terracotta. In this, the word terry means terylene and the word cot means cotton. Just now we have seen that terylene is a form of polyester. So, in this terylene, if cotton is mixed, we get another fabric called as terracotta. So, these are some of the fabrics which are made by mixing 2 types of fibers. Polycot means polyester plus cotton, polywool means polyester and wool, terracotta means terylene and cotton. So, that was the third synthetic fiber. Now, let us see the fourth one, that is acrylic. Let us see the properties of acrylic. First of all, they are relatively cheap as compared to natural fiber like wool. Wool is a natural fiber and they are costly, but acrylic is cheaper than wool. They are available in variety of colors. So, acrylic is a synthetic fiber and in which the different dyes are added to get variety of colors. They are durable and affordable. So, anybody can afford the fabrics made of acrylic. So, because of these properties, acrylic is widely used nowadays. Now, let us see the uses of acrylic. Sweaters, shawls or blankets are made by using acrylic. So, nowadays whatever sweaters, shawls or blankets we get in the market, they are not actually made of wool, as wool is very costly. So, instead of this, nowadays whatever sweaters, shawls or blankets are available, they are made by using acrylic. So this is the fourth synthetic fiber. So here you can see some of the materials which are formed by using acrylic. This is a sweater which is made by acrylic, and this one is a shawl. So different materials are made by acrylic. Instead of using wool, acrylic is used. Means acrylic replaces wool, and it is preferred as it is cheaper than wool. So till now we have seen 4 synthetic fibers. They are rayon, nylon, polyester and acrylic. We have seen that they are light in weight, they are durable, they are cheaper, etc. But do you know there are many disadvantages of these synthetic fibers? So let us see these disadvantages. The first disadvantage is they melt very quickly on heating. So they get heated also very quickly, their melting points are low, and that is why they melt very quickly. So if clothes made of synthetic fibers catch fire, it can be disastrous. So it can be very dangerous if the clothes made of synthetic fibers catch fire. The fabric melts and sticks to the body of the person wearing it. So if a person is wearing synthetic fabrics and go near the fire, then the fabric melts very quickly and sticks to the body of that person. Then it becomes very difficult to remove that fabric from the body of the person wearing it. So wearing of clothes made of synthetic fibers should be avoided while working in the kitchen or in a laboratory, or even if during the occasions you are bursting crackers, you should not wear synthetic fibers at that time. So these are some of the disadvantages of synthetic fibers. First of all, they melt very quickly as their melting points are low. So they get heated very fast and melt very fast. Then if clothes made of synthetic fibers catch fire, it can be disastrous. The fabric melt and sticks to the body of the person wearing it. So wearing of clothes made of synthetic fibers should be avoided while working in the kitchen or in a laboratory, or when you are bursting crackers, or when you go near any firework. These precautions you should take while using fabrics of synthetic fibers. Now let us see the characteristics of synthetic fibers. The first characteristic is they dry up quickly. You know that the woolen clothes or cotton clothes take a lot of time to get dried, but synthetic fibers dry up very quickly. So the fabrics made of synthetic fibers are useful in rainy season. They are durable. So the durability of synthetic fibers is more as compared to the natural fabrics. They are less expensive. They are less expensive means they are cheaper. They are more cheaper than natural fabrics. They are readily available means we get synthetic fibers anywhere they are present in any shop. They are very easily available. And lastly, they are very easy to maintain. So, no special maintenance is required. Very easily we can maintain the synthetic fibers. So, these are some of the characteristics of synthetic fibers. First of all, they dry up quickly. Secondly, they are durable. Third, they are less expensive. Fourth, they are readily available. And at last, the fifth one is they are easy to maintain. So, after seeing about synthetic fibers, let us move to the next section of the chapter, that is plastics. So, plastics are very widely used by everyone. So, plastic items are used by any section of the society, means the poor people as well as the rich people use plastics. So, these are some of the plastic articles which are familiar to you all. You can see here in these pictures, you can see different articles like buckets, mugs, stools are shown, chairs, again toys, glasses, then tiffin box, baskets and other containers. So, this is just one small view of some plastic articles. You can add many more articles in this list. The list is actually never ending. Now, let us see the properties of plastics. Plastic is also a polymer like the synthetic fiber. Plastic articles are available in all the shapes and sizes. So, as plastic articles are available in all the shapes and sizes, that is why the plastic articles are widely used. Now, plastic is easily moldable, means you can mold the plastic and you can give any shape to the plastic. So, plastic is easily moldable, that is it can be shaped in any form. So, due to this property of plastic, we see plastic in different sizes and shapes. Plastic can be recycled, it can be reused, it can be colored, it can be melted, even it can be rolled into sheets or even made into wires. So, because of these all the properties, plastic has wide application in different areas, in different fields. Plastic is not only used in our day-to-day life, but it is used in different fields, like it is used in healthcare industries, it is used in factories, it is, that means industries, it is used everywhere. So, here in this you can see the arrangement of units in plastic. All plastics do not have the same type of arrangement of units. In some it is linear, means the units are joined one after the another, which you can see here in this first figure. These are the units, repeating units, which are called as monomers. So, they are joined one after the another to make a straight chain, whereas in others it is cross linked. So, this is cross linking of units of plastic. So, what we have seen today is the different synthetic fibers. In that we have discussed about 4 important synthetic fibers. They are rayon, nylon, polyester and acrylic. We have discussed about their properties and uses. After seeing that, we have started our discussion about plastics. We have seen some of the articles made by plastic, some of the properties of plastic, and finally the arrangement of units in plastic. They are linear and cross-linked. So today here we will stop, but you all have to make a list of the items which are made of the synthetic fibers as well as the articles made of plastics. Thank you.